O Muse, hear my story. A man, a plan, a canal, Panama, it's a palindrome, Ithaca, like Tenet. No, the following contains spoilers to a 3,000-year-old story, the Odyssey. It also contains spoilers for Christopher Nolan's 2026, The Odyssey. Check it out. I hope you're going to like this. Here we are. Odysseus survives the arrows that he's shot with and the stab wounds, and he finally gets to go off into the sunset, racing the escaping sun. He dies. Odysseus died. It's not the classic Odyssey movie. The gods aren't in it. The 1997 version, we get great casting. Everybody, we get the gods. They exist. It's real. Of course, the movie Troy, we don't really see the gods. Clytemnestra and Helen of Troy, we're told they're twins. And I think in legend, born in separate eggs. So not necessarily identical twins, but twins. Clytemnestra has kind of been the anti-Penelope, where she's mad about Agamemnon sacrificing their kid, and she cheats on her husband and isn't loyal, whereas Penelope is virtuous and loyal. It's not Helen of Troy. That is still Clytemnestra. There is no twins. It's the same person. We don't see the twins together ever. All we do is see her without the scars on her face, and then afterwards with the scarred face, which we presume maybe it's Agamemnon fighting back as she stabs him. The Punisher, he did it. It was him. She's mad about the daughter, who looks suspiciously like a young Zendaya. Sacrifice, she's mad about. We don't actually see the kid being thrown in the ocean, so there is a chance that Agamemnon says that he sacrifices the daughter, but then that same daughter does grow up. Sinon, who wasn't in the original Odyssey, there's a chance this is Odysseus' real son. There's a chance Antinous is the son. The switcheroo, right? It's supposed to be Robert Pattinson's little naughty character going to war, but he's switched the draft lots, and now Sinon goes instead. The importance of sacrifice, or the value of sacrifice, that what you get out of the sacrifice is how much it means to you. If it means a lot to you. So that's why he doesn't want to take Antinous. He takes Sinon, who I feel like, even the word S-O-N, it's there, the son. It's always fathers and sons, and so he's sacrificing his son, and that's part of Odysseus' guilt as well. But he knows he has to actually kill his son. Whereas Agamemnon had to kill his daughter. I think that kid looks a lot like Zendaya. Maybe it's just a coincidence. When you cast Matt Damon, people see him as the everyman, and then they're surprised that he's, doing these war crimes. And Antinous, he couldn't bring Antinous with him because the sacrifice would mean nothing. It has to be valuable to you. That's constantly what is going on. He's always sacrificing half of his crew. It's always a percentage. Maybe there's first he's sacrificing 2 people, and then it's like you gotta sacrifice 6 to the Scylla. Later on Circe's island, how she says you gotta do a little blood sacrifice and kill some sheep. Of course, the sheep are people that she's transformed. So when we see Odysseus kill the sheep to get into the underworld, which could just be a surreal mind world that he's in, right? He's trapped. Could be a lot of projections of Odysseus's guilty mind. The idea of narrative reliability is, can we trust what he's remembering? Are these just Lotus memories? The first island they show up, that someone has already set the village on fire. It's the landing party. It's his own crew. Sacrificing these puppies. He's throwing them off. And then Odysseus saves one of them. Good old Argus, right? But he's already defying the gods by stopping this dog from being sacrificed. And Argus, good old Argus, man. Like, we already have a movie called The Odyssey. How about one from the dog's perspective? We call it The Argosy. Like, the guy's name's Odysseus, so now any journey is an Odyssey. What about, like, his wife? If I'm trying to, be a suitor and get with a married woman, how come that's not called a Penelope pussy? And how about if I want an older lady to wash my feet? Why don't we call that a Eurycleacy? Euryclea, Odysseus' handmaiden, or the one that nursed him in Telemachus. who washes his feet and sees the scar from that hunting accident we see early on. We don't see Odysseus' dad Laertes. Is there a chance that John Leguizamo was really the dad? Is that who it could be? Maybe. Yeah, his parents are like his mom's supposed to come to him in the underworld. We don't see that. He's an anti-hero. He's responsible for evil entering the world. Anne Hathaway calls him monstrous at one point, and she's mad. I think she's mad because she knows that Odysseus plans to the son that they've kept in hiding, Sinon, who's secretly their son. She's pissed that he's sacrificed it, that he's gonna go off to sacrifice him for the war to go well for him. I think that's we see her kind of losing her mind a little. Matt Damon loses his mind when the sirens start singing their song as well. He's like, I didn't really want to go home, did I? Theme of how he's lost his way, and how lost his way isn't a literal meaning of him losing, how to get back home.